Now we're going to talk about the Read on reMarkable plugin. As you can see, I've made a few notes just so that for your reference, if you're familiar with it or not. I'm going to assume that you've already downloaded it. I've just made a note here for you to know that it is currently supported in the Chrome browser. So if you're trying to get it in any other browser, it won't work. Right, so if you've got the Chrome browser, and it's pretty straightforward. The instructions are very good on the reMarkable website. Just go there, follow their instructions to download it. You can also go to the Google Play Store, I think it is, and you can get it that way. So what you can do, this is what's important. This is what you can do. You can send Word and PowerPoint files to your reMarkable using the Read on reMarkable add-in for Microsoft Office. This video is about images, and I'm going to show you that in a second, but I'm just going through some of the basics that once you synchronize your Microsoft 365 user with the Read on reMarkable plugin, or I think they call it an add-on or an add-in. I think that's the words that reMarkable use. Once you've done that, then you can send Word and PowerPoint files to your reMarkable using that add-in. A Word on EPUB files, you can send here. Let's just talk about this for a second. You can send your documents as reMarkable notebooks or as EPUB files. But make a note, EPUB files are read-only. So you can't edit the underlying text. You can only annotate on top of the file and whatever the pages are. Or you can just import it as a reMarkable notebook, and then you can edit the underlying text. And I'll give you an example of that now. I thought, what can I import that's got pictures to show you? So let us go back to the home screen. This is just my home screen of all my home files. I'm just going to go to my website just for the sake of it. There's a few pictures on here. And what we're going to do, you can come and see over here, you can see this little R, that's the Read on reMarkable, because I've already hooked mine up and my plugin. I use the Chrome browser. So I'm going to click it. Watch what happens. Converting to notebook. Update your preferred format in options. So if I wanted in options of this, I could say I want to import it in an EPUB file, but I do not want to do that because it's very limited for me, for my options. So I've done that now. Now I'm going to pull up my my reMarkable app, and let's go down to see where it is. It's down here. See, here it is. See the dot, the black dot? That black dot is there because, let me click off it, sorry. Oh, the black dot's gone now because I've selected it, but it's new. That's why. So let me double click. What it's done, it's pulled in all the text right from my website. But look what it's done. Look at this. It's actually pulled in the images. And if you watched my other video, I was showing you how the handles, the square handles are for resizing. The circle handle is for turning. And then you can move it around and manipulate the text, excuse me. And this is what I'm saying to you. So if you import it as a notebook, see how I double click in here and I can edit, I can bold, I can italicize. Hang on, just give me a second. Command I I'm on a MacBook, but I think it's Control I, is it, on Windows? Either way, you can see that's an image. You can now move and you can manipulate. That's an image. That's an image. This is amazing. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it actually imported it and used the continuous page function in the desktop app because there was more text than just like equivalent to one page. So it just kept writing it. I love it. It's so good. But let us go back to our notes. I'm going to move these later. I'm not leaving them here on my main screen, but this is just for ease of use. I was going to, the reason I had my folder open was because I was going to show you how you can just pull in and then change the size, wait till the handle changes, move it where you want, Again, you can turn it sideways if you want. Um, yes, that's the reason why I had that open. But let's just go back here. So when you do pull in that notebook, going back here, down here, that's that notebook. What the notes that I've got written here are, you can then read, review, and annotate what you have sent to your reMarkable. And then this is the clincher. Obviously, this is what this video is about. Now you can also have images imported with them, and you can edit them once they're inside your notebook on the desktop app. So again, this is the desktop app that you can do this on at the moment. You can't do it anywhere else, just so you know. But to have images like this and be able to pull them in, and then if you pull in a web page and you can pull in all of the images with it, it's fantastic. Look at that. One step closer to being a lot easier to use. You can manipulate it, you can edit the text, you can, tra la 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 la, etc., etc. So I hope that was helpful. That is how to use the Read on reMarkable plugin, add-on, and get your documents very quickly from your browser, Chrome browser, straight over to your reMarkable. Awesome. Hope that helped. Bye.